I was up visiting my parents the other day, and my mum pulled me aside and she said, Sam, I've been watching your videos, and I can't see the picture that your child made. You need to make it visible. So, mum, it's there. It's here. Can you see it? It's there. Happy? Jeez Louise. I'm just kidding. Not about her pulling me up though. She really did that. She actually did. Hello wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I'm a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. There. Aww, that tune alone. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where we find out how the voice works, and I'm going to turn it into a nice like hang space so people can come and we can just chill and talk and get to know each other. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Now, Lashalls or Lacols has become a patron and has asked me to check out something that I am so happy to check out. They've asked that I go and look at some Steven Universe stuff. Steven Universe is a god in our house. We love Steven Universe. We love all of the crystal gems. We actually decide who is which gem in our house. I am Garnet. My other half is Pearl. The wee one goes between Stephen and Amethyst depending on mood. Anyway, that aside, we are going to go and listen to Here Comes a Thought. Now who knows what's going to happen with Cartoon Network letting me show this, so you might not see the video. I don't know, we'll work something out. Anyway, let's go and take a look.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love and trust.
Okay, this is the wonderful Estelle. If you don't know Estelle, she is a British singer and she is fantastic. So cool, so understated, just great vibes all round. And true to form, Estelle is beginning this song, or should I call her Garnet? Garnet is beginning this song with a really soft, kind of aspirate feel to the sound. That's where more air is coming through the folds than normal. You hear it towards the ends of her phrases, and less at the beginning. There's almost a little bit of a kind of glottal, verging on smooth onset, so you get this little pop into this airy finish. Is absolutely beautiful.
Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that felt to be charming. Things that you say are suddenly swarming.
Okay, so there is like a really interesting tone she's making here, and I feel like it's coming from a relaxed place. Now, when our vocal folds are phonating, if they're in a thick position, you get this kind of undulating position from bottom to top end of the fold. If it thins out, it's a single plane. But when we relax our folds completely, you get this kind of buckling and you get an fry. Now, what I feel like Estelle is doing here is she's singing so gently that you're getting a little bit of fry into the ends and beginnings of some of these phrases. So da 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 da, you hear that kind of little creak at the end. It's so lovely. It adds a tiny bit of texture, adds a wee bit of style, and it just overall suits this character so much.
Oh, you're losing sight, you're losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse you, that I might lose you.
Oh, sublime. She's moving into the kind of upper part of her register, or the pitch is increasing enough that she's having to modify this tonal quality. So we're going into this thinner space, and the aspirateness is still in there, so you get this really soft, almost whispery kind of sound. I noticed she added a little bit of vibrato into the ends of some of the phrases, just a tiny little pitch wobble. Absolutely beautiful. Sometimes when people sing really softly, it runs the risk of it sounding kind of out of control, like, oh, it's going to go sideways. You don't get that feeling from Estelle. You just feel like you're in safe hands the whole time. Like, this is just her expression. It's beautiful. I've said that too many times, but it is. Bears repeating.
Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment to ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Now, the music in Steven Universe is so standout for a kids' TV show. I mean, even that's debatable. It's watched by a lot of adults. The music is so sophisticated. It's always really kind of twisted. Like, this feels like a lo-fi effort almost. And these episodes aren't even long. They're about maybe 12 minutes or something, around about that ballpark. So to add in like a 3.5 minute song into such a short period of time, the actual song needs to have a real narrative. It needs to push the story, and every song does. My favourite personally is Giant Woman. Just gonna put it out there. I absolutely love Giant Women. But back to the vocals, the way that Estelle has this kind of cascading but very, very surgically fine phrasing, allowing the larynx to drop a tiny little bit as she goes down through her range, is just masterful. Again, it's so smooth and so easy to listen to.
Here comes a thought that might alarm me. What someone said and how it harmed me.
This is Connie. I don't know who the voice actor is for Connie. There is a marked difference in the pronunciation and the enunciation. So all the me alarmed, she's really biting into all of the word and making sure that you squeeze out every piece of understanding from it. I hope this makes sense. It's less stylized in the form of like musicality, and it's more stylized in the way of character. So this reads as Connie, whereas you could be forgiven for thinking that the Garnet portion is an Estelle song, because she is really just pushing on that Estelle vibe because she is Estelle. I'm going to shut up now, but I hope that made sense. I hope it translated.
Something I did that failed to be charming. Things that I said are suddenly swarming.
Again, there's this aspirate tone that's pushing through. Arming. She's pushing the air through these phrases. So it's interesting because it is following the same kind of formula, but it's just that pronunciation and enunciation that's changing it into something completely different. There's also a little bit more chord closure coming from Connie's character. So you're getting a little bit less aspirate tone through some of the phrasing. It's more obvious when it happens because it's not happening the whole time. It's just so sweet.
And oh, I'm losing sight, I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse me.
There's a little quiver to this. It sounds almost like a vibrato, but it's not. It's more of a it's like a bleating sound. So the folds are just making this bleating rather than them kind of bouncing like this to create that vibrato from a thyroid position. It's really sweet. It kind of puts me in mind of like a modern day Snow White. It's that kind of vocal fingerprint. I've also realised that Stivoni is in this mix somewhere as well. So I think it's Connie that's singing, but I keep seeing pictures of Stivoni. So I don't know. Clearly I need to concentrate more on who is doing what at what time. We'll get there.
That I might lose me.
Beautiful harmony.
Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fall apart.
That harmony is absolutely beautiful, and also something that Estelle has done, or Garnet has done, is lent onto that aspirate tone and it becomes the back placed harmony. because Stevonnie, it is Stevonnie that's singing at the moment, because it's Stevonnie that's singing in a more forward placed position, like I said earlier, there's more closure coming from her folds. It creates a more definite frequency, or a more exciting frequency to the ear canal, whereas the aspirate one kind of fades out a little bit. So what you get is this lead and support thing. If Estelle was to add in like more twang, for example, it would come up and they would be like side by side. But there's this lovely balance here. It sounds like the way that a stage production would be put together. Like one in the lead, one backing with the harmony. Gorgeous.
But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not.
Same here.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And it was just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought.
Now this is purely down to like visuals as well. You would think by looking at the two that Garnet's character would take the bottom part or the lead part, because just looking at the character, she's got a bigger presence, larger size. You would think bigger voice, right? And then Stevonnie, because it's a smaller character, more slight, you would expect her, or they, because it's part Stevonnie, part Stephen, you would expect them to have the higher part and the kind of lighter part, the airier part. This is so fun, like dissecting the cartoon characters and their overall being with the voice actors, with just the voices on their own. It's very strange, but I'm enjoying myself.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can watch, we can watch, we can watch, we can watch them go by. From here, from here, from here. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust.
That's take a minute, just think and try. There's a lot of staccato elements here. It's really nice. It kind of breaks up and adds a rhythm inside of that kind of rolling lo-fi rhythm. Absolutely beautiful.
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust.
Love and trust. Tiny pause there. Oh, gorgeous. That was beautiful. I hope that this gets through, because I could definitely do a series on the Steven Universe songs, because they're so good. They're so good. Or has there been like a live performance from the voice actors? I'm going to have to do some digging. I'll get back to you. Or you can get back to me. You can let me know in the comments. So thank you, Lechols. You're going to have to tell me how to say your name. But it wouldn't be a video with me if I wasn't mispronouncing somebody's name. So there's that. I had a blast watching that, and if you've got more suggestions, please let me know down in the comments and we'll go and check them out. But if you like that reaction, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and how are we going to buy this one? Something gem themed? So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and please hit like, please hit like, please hit like, please hit like, please hit like. And subscribe and subscribe and subscribe and subscribe and subscribe. If you don't, 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 I'll cry, I'll cry. Anyway, bye. Love you.